My two pieces of advice are keep it simple, because I think entrepreneurs have a tendency to overcomplicate what they're doing, and that doesn't serve them well in their ability to recruit both team members or investors. And secondly, have a clear focus on how you're going to get distribution, because oftentimes smart people come up with really elegant solutions, but it doesn't have a clear path to getting distribution scale, which is ultimately critical for building a business.
People, product, market, right? So we always focus in on the team, obviously, because we're investing in pre-seed, seed, so it's super early. Product, what is unique? What's the secret sauce? We're always looking to understand what is that secret sauce, what's unique, what can't someone else copy. Product market fit, obviously, is the market big enough? Are the economics going to work? You know, when they have the PPM, then we really focus in on the go-to-market, the GTM. How are they planning to actually connect in with that end user? Who is the end user? How are they going to capture them? How are they going to get traction?
At the earliest stage, at least, it's about three things: team, technology, and traction. And the more you have of any one of those things, the less you need of the others. Typically, you do want to see the team first and foremost have a great reason for doing the thing they're doing, and a great founder market fit, so they understand the problem, either as a pain point that they experienced previously, or something that they personally just have a lot of passion and personal reason to tackle.
Clearest trends that we're seeing right now are around the consumer market, where there's a lot of investment around verification and proofing. Yep. And I think there's two distinct types of businesses that are forming up there. There's one that are kind of service oriented, where we're providing a service in the back end because it's something that's hard to do. And so there's a lot of funding going into those businesses. There's a second type, which is more of a network based, which is similar to the services side, but saying, hey, let's have a consumer facing product where they can actually have a credential that they take other places. I think, in 10 years, we'll look back and say, gosh, that was obvious that there was going to be a large scale network identity business that helps reduce friction to the digital processes and transactions and life that we lead.
Privacy is a big one. Being able to manage, different types of consents that people are giving is also huge. We really like identity proofing as well. It's really interesting. There's a company that we're about to make an investment in that's using identity proofing as an alternative, establishing identity graphs, right? To be able to make alternative underwriting decisions in a very microfinance kind of way. Blockchain is another one. And when I talk about blockchain, I don't mean blockchain just for the sake of blockchain. I mean more employing blockchain to solve some of these bigger problems that we see out there. And blockchain is something that I see having a lot of application when you think about that whole ecosystem. And again, anything that's highly regulated and you're needing to be able to satisfy certain compliance and risk parameters, blockchain fits really, really well into that. So we're seeing a ton in that area as well.
Yeah, I think what's really exciting is the number of people spinning out of companies to start companies. And I think, phase one was Microsoft, and, everyone from Expedia to Zillow and all sorts of folks in between, have Microsoft heritage. So that was sort of the first wave of Seattle entrepreneurs that created, unicorn outcomes and now decacorn outcomes. I think the second wave, has increasingly been coming out of Amazon. But I think what's really interesting is the third wave. So you have now DocuSign's a $40 billion company. Remitly went public today for $7 billion. We have, almost on a quarterly basis now, gigantic outcomes coming out of this ecosystem from companies that, have virtually nothing to do with Microsoft or Amazon. And what's exciting to me and what we're starting to fund a lot of is folks who have helped scale those companies